Right, hello and welcome to Favorite Rugby on Favorite Sports for some sevens. It's been a while, actually. It's been a while, been a minute. And we are back and we are live. And it is an interesting game. France taking on the Blitzboks in the first game for South Africans. They were playing against Fiji today. So a pretty big day ahead of them. And really brutally honest, at this stage, very much a series to forget. It's not been a particularly good time for the Blitzboks, and they need to try and show us something, don't they? Because it's it's not really acceptable to be have had the sort of campaign we've had. So let's see if we can see them sort of turn things around a little bit. Justin Cadolch is back, by the way, which should be a nice big boost for the Blitzboks, and hopefully we'll see him get to grips quite quickly. But yeah, France do get underway down the left-hand side there in Toulouse. Early touch, very, very nice touch out there. So it's a good good start there from the Blitzboks. It's always happy the captain. Now looking to immediately go out wide. Williams, good carry from him. So he's happy now going to the right-hand side. So it's a decent start, nice potential. Just going from left to right at the moment. The old human that one's coming in. Now back to go from I think it is, and now with the scrum cap. Glover coming back inside. Ronald Brown in the scrum half there. Now a bit of space. So Rapi taking it in. And pretty taken by Ronald Brown. Ronald Brown, a lot of French players around him. Getting away to his captain, Suez Rapi, steps aside one. Still going towards Rapi, gets the ball out towards Christy Crowler. Strong carry coming from him up towards the 10-meter line. Quick ball here for Suez Rapi. Impy Fisser. Long ball out toward the human now. Very long ball out to Fundu Ndlovu. It's gone straight through his hands and it's gone out. That's really, really poor. To have had a bit of momentum there. Pretty poor in the end from Fundu Ndlovu. But for the French, a couple of players to look out for. Look out for Theo Former in the number 20 jersey. He's somebody that the South is going to have to watch. But as I said, it's been a frustrating campaign. Long ball out there, good win from France. But a quick defense there. And missing the tackle now from Ndlovu, so compounding the mistake earlier. Inside ball, he's going to have to try and come back and do it himself. Has anybody got the pace? Has anybody got the pace? No, from the corner. Well, I tell you what, I would take off Fundu Ndlovu right bloody now. That is absolutely dreadful. And what did I say about Theo Forner? I said you want to watch out for him. He's the man that goes over. 2 mistakes from Fundu Ndlovu, and that is the difference, isn't it? Ball straight through his hands with the line, and then from the result tonight, comes off his line, misses the tackle, which creates a 2-on-1 situation. France go end to end, and they go over in the corner. Dreadful start. The question is, has Williams managed to drag him out to touch, or is this going to stand? It's going to stand. Absolutely no issues there. It was a heroic effort from Williams to rein him in. But in the end, not even a situation we should have been in. So that's a very frustrating start. And as I said, what has been a dreadful campaign compounds to a dreadful start to proceedings here in France. And Sabdile Ngobu, who is the coach, saying that this is very much it's the same sort of pool for the Olympics. So a bit of a training run for them, sort of how they're going to have to play if they're going to do well in the Olympics next year, which is in Paris as well, in France. So if this is how we're going to play, well, we're going to be in trouble, aren't we? Not a good start. Down the left-hand side there. Good take there from DL Human. Impy Fisser securing the ball now. Ronald Brown. Good line being run there by Crowler. Gets inside, gets away from one. Eventually ball down just outside the 22. Slow ball here from Brown. Goes to the right-hand side. Suez Rapi to Crowler. Impy Fisser actually. Gives it back away to Suez Rapi. Impy Fisser doing very well to get back at the ball. Needs to come available, but DL Human needs to. Oh, I'm not convinced about that. Now there's a bit of a mismatch here. Big tackle needs to come. Oh, it's an interception. And Fundu Ndlovu is the man. And they're going to go back, I think, for offside. And a yellow card to Ronald Brown. Oh, goodness me. Well, there we go. Here we go. Tell you what, things are just going to get harder and harder here. Right, so Blitzboks down to 6. Empty Fisser, and that's a brilliant turnover from him. This is what you like to see. Your better players need to sort of stand up here. Now Kobler looking to try and get around the outside. Good carry from him as well. Williams down a bit of pressure there. Empty Fisser, the man who made the turnover, goes back to Williams. Got a space, steps to the inside, desperately trying to find some space on the outside. Doesn't, eventually is brought down. Empty Fisser, I tell you what, not too many options here. Human Howard goes through the middle. Plenty of space for Human. Just need to find a bit of space to use that pace of his, and that's a pretty poor pass. Love on a bit of pressure. Poppy had to cobble off the ground though. Probably looking for an offload. Starts to go down. Just over a minute left on that card. And Troy Zappi coming back inside the Sevens captain. Ball out apparently. Well, that is absolutely pathetic, to be perfectly honest. No ball retention. Ball pops out. France pick up and go over. This 7 side. How does the 7 side become so bad in so quickly? How have we gone from being, world champions within the last 18 months to being this poor? Right, well, 12 points to nil after in the first half with just over a minute left remaining. And that's given away off the restart as well. So France back with ball in hand. Cromwell doing well to lift him up, and it will be turnover ball. Right, so I think Ronald Brown should come back in so we can move that yellow card. Bit of a break in play. There'll be 35 seconds left, so they're going to have to try and find a way to score some points for half time. Going in at 12 points will not be ideal. We can at least go to 12 points to 7, for example. Then at least convert a try, put us ahead early in the second half. It will be a scrum with the restart. Will be South African ball as well. And penalty for Brown. Taking it quickly as well. Ronald Brown starts to put on the pace. Look at Ronald Brown go down. He's eventually just out of the 22. And dreadful player support there. And turnover ball. One good moment. I mean, and just to put it in perspective, I mean, the Blitzboks currently sit down in 7th place. They've only podiumed twice the entire season. They won the Dubai Sevens, and they came second in Sydney. The last 4 tournaments have been a 10th, a 3rd, a 12th, and a 5th. And that is half time down over there in France. So it's another disappointing half for the Blitzboks. Going to have to turn things around. We've got such a hard group as well. Playing Fiji tonight, which I don't see us going particularly well. Yes, and it's difficult to know exactly what's going on. I mean, yes, we've lost a lot of players have decided to walk away from the men's game, and I think frustrating because I think from a financial perspective, for example, Steve Edison playing for the Stormers is financially much better for him. But you look at someone like a Roscoe Speckman, who's a former World Player of the Year, and you think surely you should be able to offer him a Sevens contract worthy of him going back to playing Sevens full time. We've got Fiji tonight and we've got USA tomorrow. So it's not getting any easier for the Blitzboks. And 12 points to nil at half time. So many mistakes in that half. So many mistakes. Missed tackles. Balls going through the hands. Easy balls going through the hands after for lineouts. No support play. not receiving your kickoff well. I mean, those are just basic errors. And the biggest thing that the Blitzboks have always been known for in the last few years is their discipline and the fact that they don't make basic mistakes. You know, if you're going to beat them, you have to be at your best to beat them. That's not been the case today, though, at all. At all. So, disappointing game start for so far. Let's see if we can turn things around in the second half. Right, restart on the left-hand side now for the Blitzboks. Try to see if there are any substitution, replacements. There doesn't really look like it. Drawn pass here. Some good work here from France. And Seppo has come down the left-hand side. Oh, that's good handling, and he's away. He's away. It's going to be a third try. It's going to be the winning try as well. Too much pace from Varian Pesquet. It's a good try from France. Hands through the tackle, offload away. He's got him by the poles as well, and this is going to be 19 points to 0 for the home side. The Blitzboks continue to struggle. And yeah, the conversion is good. So it is conversion confirmation. 19 points to 0. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Well, it's going to be a pretty big comeback to stage if the Blitzboks are going to try and do it. And another very sloppy kickoff that has been turned over. And inside, France up to the 22. And I think there was she looks like Justin Condult is back from injury as well and is onto the park. Now back to Sepp on the outside. Ronald Brown misses the tackle. Condult misses the tackle. They go over. And this is quickly turning into one of the worst Blitzboks performances I have ever seen. Well, in their home tournament, France are looking very good. The Blitzboks are looking like an associate nation, to be honest. Watching Spain versus Germany earlier. Sorry, Spain versus Argentina. Germany versus Argentina, I'll get there in the end. Genuinely was probably a higher quality rugby displayed by Germany than the Blitzboks right now. This has been absolutely dreadful. Australia beating Japan 49 points to 5, but after that, this is probably going to be the biggest defeat of the day so far. 24 points to 0. Just only Spain so far in the men's section have been held scoreless so in the day so far. So this could be incredibly embarrassing if the Blitzboks don't get any points. But on the right-hand side, let's see the Blitzboks can, well, thankfully, France gifted us that possession back. Schultzman and Bakes come on, by the way. The restart going into touch there. So Justin Condult with ball in hand. Let's see what he can decide to try to conjure up. Gives it to Deval Tuban. I got it on the left-hand side. Justin Condult. Skip past out wide. Krobolar is pumping those legs. Cuts inside. Still goes Krobolar. Gets the offload, or tries to get the offload away, and it's got into touch. In fact, it stayed inside, actually, and Oosthuizen another Park has done on it, and we haven't managed to keep possession. It's a dreadful pass on Human, absolutely dreadful, and it's been knocked on as well. This is such amateur hour. Goodness me. pretty poor pass from France, and just Cadol trying to benefit from it, but can't pick it up off the ground. So it will be a knock-on from the Blitzboks. It will be a scrum for France. Less than 2 minutes on the clock, and at this stage, just blow the whistle. This has been appalling. Out wide there. The France trying to build from the end 22. It's a good defense here. Good tackling from Adult. And Oosthuizen has turned the ball over. And straight over under the poles. Well, at least there's a consolation try. And that's much better, you know, from the defense point. It's James Murphy that goes over in the air. But the much better defense. Putting them in the five, a big tackle coming from Adult. Oosthuizen creates turnover. Murphy picks it up. Nobody in front of him dives over. But that's the most intensity we've seen all game. The first time we've really seen them, you know, put France under pressure from a defensive point of view. So there's going to be a replacement here for France, I think it looks like. Richard Paul has coming on. Right, important for the Blitzboks to try and win this restart back. It will be competitive, but and it's popped loose actually. It's come back to the side of the Blitzboks. I think there must have been a knock on in there somewhere. Surely! France have come away with it. Big tackle coming from Murphy Fisher. Brilliant tackle from him, and he gets up and steals the ball. It sees a penalty apparently. I'd like to go back at that look at that kickoff. I'm pretty sure it's a knock on for France. Right, France going down the right-hand side. They've actually, about to almost missed into touch. Divock Human was scrambling there to try and keep it in, but France looking to try and apply the final touches to what has been a beating. And there's no other way of putting it, really. 24 points to 7. It's been another really poor performance for the Blitzboks, who currently sit down in 7th place in proceedings. And I'll tell you what, at this rate, we could be finishing even lower than that. USA sitting on 94 points. We'll play them tomorrow morning. Ireland on 92. That's a pretty scrappy lineup. And Imbi Fisher, he's been one of the few players today who's actually really tried to make something happen. Penalty for the Blitzboks. Murphy takes it quickly. Sorry, Duarte, I think it is. Goes short to Murphy. Ball's coming off to the side. Turnover ball. Inside step. And the offload. And just over once again. Well, as I said, we said that it was absolutely dreadful, and it's going to finish really poorly as well. On the attack, loose ball, once again, fast turnover. William Ugoya goes over for his second, 29.7 with the kick to come. I do not see how the Blitzboks make a quarterfinal from this. They've got to try and beat Fiji now and USA tomorrow. And, yeah, this has been horrible to watch. Horrible to watch. Yeah, 31.7. That's not good. All right, we're going to move on very swiftly from that. We'll be live tomorrow for the USA game, which at this stage could be a blooming consolation game. So, pretty poor performance from the Blitzboks. They go down to the host, 31 points to 7. Impressive performance from France. Sort of lived off all the various mistakes the Blitzboks did make and were very clinical when they needed to be. Let me know what you thought about the game, and yeah.